You're listening to the Broadway Podcast Network. Visit bpn.fm to discover more.
Hello, I'm Jesse McAnally.
And I'm Andrew DeWolf.
And I'm Liz Essen.
Ho, 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 and welcome to Musicals with Cheese, a holiday podcast where I try to get holiday Andrew and Liz to like holiday musical theater. And Andrew, open the door and let the Christmas in once again. And oh God, these animated creatures you've brought with you are so horrific to look at. What have you done, Andrew?
It's Lovecraftian Christmas. Let's go.
Yeah.
We're watching the Nightmare specials.
You have me over for Christmas and you give me the creepy animated stuff? How dare you?
Truly.
You will enjoy your holiday slop.
Oh, thanks, Andrew.
This is coming from last year. Me and Andrew covered all the Rankin Bass specials, all the Christmas Rankin Bass specials, and we had a lot of fun doing that. And me and Andrew agreed that Christmas films and musicals aren't really what make us feel Christmas. It is the bullshit they put on TV when we were children that really gives you the Christmas feels. Am I wrong?
You're so right.
It's
You're
true.
So right.
And today we're pulling up two of the most reoccurring shows on Cartoon Network in our youth, as requested by some of our Patreons in our Discord, which if you're not already a patron, you should become one and join our Discord, because I do take a lot of ideas from them, and they are a great hive mind. So today, we are talking about two Christmas specials, and the first one we are talking about is All of the Other Reindeer, and the second one is the seminal classic, Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. But first, let's go into Olive. Cue the music.
I don't have antlers, I don't have hooves. How flying works, I have no clue. But now I've got the reindeer moves. I'm a true blue member of the crew.
Good to call it to remind us you can't give up on Christmas Eve. Now the trouble's all behind us, 'cause all the taught us how to believe. So Merry Christmas after all, to everybody big and small.
I pulled the sleigh and had a ball.
So Merry Christmas after all.
So, All of the Other Reindeer is a Christmas special written by Steve Young, based on the book All of the Other Reindeer by Vivian Walsh and J. Otto Seibold, with music and lyrics by Christopher Ting and Steve Young. It premiered December 17th, 1997 on Fox TV. The film stars Drew Barrymore, Ed Asner, Dan Castellaneta, Joe Pantoliano, Peter McNichol, and Michael Stipe. You know, from REM.
We just sat and tried to discuss not the same Saturday.
You know, the thing you do in sleep.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what you know REM for.
Yeah, it's like how you sleep. The plot of All of the Other Reindeer is, after mishearing a radio broadcast about Santa canceling Christmas, his Christmas trip due to an injured reindeer, Olive the dog decides to travel to the North Pole and volunteer to be a replacement. Unfortunately, Olive must deal with an evil postman who's tired of handling all the extra Christmas mail. Will Martina the penguin be able to help Olive realize her dream? I like how there's just a twist of Martini the penguin in the last sentence of this Letterboxd bio here. So All of the Other Reindeer. What do we think about this? What do we have to say about this thing?
Oh man, All of the Other Reindeer. This is it's a weird one. I don't really dislike it necessarily, but I also don't think it's good. You know what I'm saying?
Put that right on the VHS box.
Yeah. No, I remember
It's ugly.
I remember always watching it when it was on Cartoon Network, but I wouldn't seek it out necessarily. I wouldn't check the guide to see when it was on. If it was on, I would watch it, but I would never seek out All of the Other Reindeer. It would be a convenience watch, more so.
I've never seen it before this. This was my first time watching, I think.
Really? You never even caught it on TV on accident?
No.
Or Wow. Okay, that's actually surprising because I remember this being on Cartoon Network a lot during the holiday season.
I
It was
never
like
watched
one of-
Cartoon Network. I watched Nickelodeon.
Ah.
That's why I'm funny and you guys aren't.
Cartoon Network kids are weird, not funny.
I think we got the full spectrum here. Liz, you were a Disney Channel kid.
No. I was a Cartoon Network kid.
I think I was the
towards
Disney
end.
Channel kid then. Shit, I guess I'm the Disney Channel
'Cause
kid among us.
I would watch Courage the Cowardly Dog as a child, and my parents would always walk in during the normal parts, and then they'd leave, and then the weird stuff would happen, and then
Return the Slap would go on.
and then it'd be normal, and they'd come back in the room. So they never knew I was watching a weird, scary dog cartoon because they never knew the better to look it up. So
I liked Zach and Cody because I thought Brenda Song was hot.
Yeah, so basically the spectrum is Cartoon Network kids are weird,
yes,
Disney Channel kids are cringe, and Nickelodeon kids are funny.
yeah, basically,
Yes.
yeah.
And then there's like the edgy one that's already watching Comedy Central at age 4 or whatever.
Or like Spike TV. At least
Yeah,
was
my
around when
favorite
we were that
cartoon
age.
is Family Guy.
I love Peter Griffin.
I want to be just like Peter Griffin when I grow up.
I can do a Stewie impression. You want to hear it?
But funny we bring up Family Guy.
We should have brought up The Simpsons.
Yes, because this is made by most of the production team of The Simpsons, including Matt Groening, who was in most of the promotional material promoting this as the face of it. Steve Young, who is the writer, is one of the main writers of The Simpsons at the time, wrote a bunch of classic episodes. And I get the Simpsons feel, and it's not just because, Homer Simpson plays the postman. It just feels like slightly edgy, but not a thing that you would be uncomfortable showing your kids. Like, this feels very Cartoon Network,
The Homer Simpson voice he's not doing though. He's doing
No.
he's doing the robot devil voice from Futurama.
Yes.
Oh, that's the voice. I couldn't hit it. That is
And
right.
when he sings the song is almost identical to the Robot Hell song.
It really
Yeah, in fact, play them next to each other right here, just so that we can get the vibe of how similar it is.
Cigars are evil, you won't miss them. We'll find ways to simulate that smell. What a sorry fella, rolled up in smoke like a granatella. Here on level 1 of Robot Hell. The shoulder strap tears at my flesh. I'm a zombie by Thanksgiving. With 4 weeks torture still to come, this is no way to make a living. Christmas, bah, bug and hum. One flimsy little Christmas card. Surely that can't be too hard, but multiply it a billionfold and see why Christmas leaves me cold. Christmas, bah, bug and hum.
Not only is it the same voice actor, but it is the same composer. Christopher Ting is a composer of Futurama and did every song in Futurama as well as every song in all of the other reindeer. So this has a lot of feet in the Simpsons Futurama world.
It's yeah.
Yeah.
And it's got a bit of that vibe. It's got that kind of humor to it.
Mhm.
And also Michael Stipe just shows up, you know?
He
Which is
sings
a very
It's just
kind of
there.
Futurama thing to do. What is the plot of all of the other reindeer, Andrew?
So all of the dog is the most loving Christmas dog ever
So
conceived.
cute.
She's a
That
bean.
fucking
I
dog's
love
so cute.
her.
Yeah, so she's having a bit of a dispute with her owner, I guess. I forget what exactly it was about, but it's not really that important.
The owner was like mad that Santa wasn't flying and he wasn't in the Christmas spirit, but he was joking. But Olive thought he was serious, so thus the
He was
stakes of this
emotionally
are low.
abusive to his dog, and
Yeah,
therefore the
basically.
dog took it seriously.
Also, the actor who
Yeah.
voices Tim is currently cast in a Daily Wire show, so we don't.
Yeah,
can go.
Jay Moore is kind of a piece of shit.
Yeah, he can go away. Anyway, I just wanted to say that so people don't call us out if we don't say it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think Patrick Warburton is in that Daily Wire show now.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Adam Carolla.
That
Lot of
that
great
that
people.
news made me want to die.
Same. But anyway, yeah,
Um,
Tim is mean to his dog. That's the gist.
Yeah. And then the dog's like, well, fine, I'm gonna go be Santa's dog and be awesome.
Well, that's not exactly what happens, though.
No.
The dog has this flea who I swear is the worst character in the entire thing.
He's an idiot.
The flea is, like, either very dumb, malicious, or hard of hearing, or maybe all three. But the flea just outright lies to Olive to, like, make Olive go become the other reindeer, basically. Obviously, the entire joke here is that, you know, in the Rudolph song, he goes, all of the other reindeer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's all of the other reindeer, and it's kind of like a similar to the Rudolph thing where Olive goes up to the North Pole and has to guide Santa's sleigh that night, you know?
Yeah.
Except for this time, instead of glowing, Olive can smell cookies really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And smell penguins who are implied alcoholics or something. I don't really know what's going on with Martini.
Implied. I don't know if it's implied.
I don't know. Martini confuses me.
I think it's directly stated.
That's true.
His name's Martini.
His name is Martini the penguin.
There is a reoccurring theme of people mishearing their names and things, like the bus driver named Richard Stans, who thought his name was in the Pledge of Allegiance. I like that joke. There's a lot of little things.
It's a running gag.
My favorite is Round John Virgin of all of these.
Round Young Virgins.
Yeah. My name is Round John Virgin. It's like, oh, cool. You're also named after a Christmas song. Awesome.
There's a lot of little pieces that I think are fun. Like when they're when they're getting on the bus, all the arrivals are basically all the destinations are sacred spots. So the arrivals are Bethlehem, Ganges River, Jerusalem. Departures are Mecca, Salt Lake City, and Los Angeles, covering a broad spectrum of religions. And she's heading to the North Pole. There's a lot of edgier kind of adult-centric jokes in there.
Those are Simpsons jokes, basically.
100%.
Yeah.
That's the type of thing that you would have. They go to the airport in The Simpsons, and that's on the sign, and you have to catch it. You know.
Yes. This is like, what if The Simpsons and Futurama weren't cynical but fully sincere, and what if they were animated by the Jimmy Neutron studio?
Okay, we have to talk about the animation because it is by far the most interesting thing about this.
I like it though.
Same.
It's like they took two dated animation styles and like mashed them together. It's like we have shitty, uncanny 3D animation from pre-2000.
So Jimmy Neutron in a nutshell.
Yeah, and then we have that with overlaid with like ancient early internet Flash animation.
Like Homestar Runner.
Yeah, so it's like Homestar Runner mixed with Jimmy Neutron, and it looks exactly what you think that would look like.
I
Yeah.
guess a real life example of that is kind of like the Jimmy Neutron the Fairly Odd specials vaguely, you know? It's like a weird mix.
Yeah.
But like, not
Even
exactly.
those I feel like looked a little better, but like those are
But this has
later though.
Yeah.
at least has a style of its own. It's like leaning into it and making it work instead of, it doesn't feel as Uncanny Valley as things we'll talk about later.
Oh, yeah.
Ironically, I think what really looks bad to me isn't even like the bad like CG animation or anything like that. It's just that their faces move weird. Like
They can only be seen from one angle.
Yeah, like they can only be seen from one angle, so that it's always like when two characters are talking to each other, they're just kind of like staring at the
making eye
camera,
contact.
but like facing each other. It's so weird, and their mouths kind of just like morph, like they don't like open and shut. They kind of like morph around. It's like weird.
It is, but there are things I like about the animation. I like that everyone feels like they have weight. I brought this up to you, where I feel like in a lot of early animation, especially like CGI integrated, everything seems to be kind of floating and weightless. And here, like when Olive touches the ground and like is thrown around and all that, I feel like they have weight. And I feel like they kind of take up space. And that's a hard thing to kind of put your finger on, but I think it adds a lot to the verisimilitude of these characters.
I think like even to that point, the car crash that they have almost feels like a little more legit than you would expect from like an early CG. like where the car like spins out of control and like it almost feels like it's really a car spinning out of control and not just somebody took a model and went woo woo woo, you know.
Yes. There's it all feels one of itself. It's not like that there's that one scene where it just looks like, oh God, what happened? It all feels integrated into itself. It feels consistent.
Yeah.
It could have looked way worse. I mean, if you look at other CG properties that were coming out at this time,
The Rhapsody
on TV,
Kids.
Oh god.
oh my,
yeah.
like there is so much fucking trash.
There's a lot bad.
Like, and so much of it looks so bad. So
The message for kids is fine. I think this is perfectly cute. The stakes are just high enough for you to care, but not low enough or not high enough where you're going to be freaked out. Like, I like a lot of this, which is a problem. There are things like there's always one thing in those early 2000s, maybe too edgy things, like Billy West voicing an indigenous person with a very racist accent. Not great.
yeah.
But Drew Barrymore as this puppy just makes me so happy. Like, it's such the perfect voice for this creature. And I don't think of Drew Barrymore as a voice actor, but I thought she did a really good job here. And it didn't just feel like celebrity voice actor because, you know, Robbie the reindeer style. Ben Stiller's going to play a reindeer. This felt like, no, that is the right person for this character. I look at that dog, that's the voice I would imagine that dog having.
It's got one of my favorite tropes too, which I've talked about before, which is the con man who uses his conning skills for good.
Yes, the Joe Pantoliano penguin, Martini, who is just doing Goodfellas references throughout the entire film.
Yeah, but you know, it works. Yeah. It works in a way.
Martini. He's delightful.
The postman. Do we like the postman or do we not like the postman? What's our thought?
He's fine. He's a good antagonist. Like, whatever. He is doing the job, the role that the narrative needs him to do.
I think
he is a bit over the top evil, but
yeah, I was gonna
you
say
know
he's
what?
a little too cartoonishly evil for me. Like writing fake letters to Santa, that's saying he smells
doing
bad. Like
the robot devil voice though kind of sells it for me. Like in my head, he is the devil. You know, like maybe he's just. He actually is that. He's not even really a postman. He's just evil.
He does get in drag at some point. So, like,
yes.
Respect to you, evil postman.
All right, just really quick, okay?
Yes.
This time period of TV, was there like a concerted effort to try to get rid of the United States Postal Service and television shows were consistently casting postmen as evil?
Wait, what other shows were doing this?
Seinfeld was big on this.
Oh, okay.
Newman, every single episode with Newman, there's some sort of joke about how the Postal Service, they get paid too much and they don't do anything.
Oh, okay.
I don't work in the rain.
You don't work in the rain. You're a mailman. Neither rain, nor sleet, nor... It's the first one!
I was never that big on creeds.
I think COVID really put into place how much we need the Postal Service.
Yeah.
I feel like this is around the time though where we were like, oh, what do we need them for? We got UPS and FedEx, and it's like,
We need the mail.
The only reason why it's here in this one is there is the trope of post people hating dogs.
Yeah,
and, you know,
I think it's that, and they're playing a little bit on like the good postman from the Rankin Bass, like Santa.
Yeah,
is
Come to Town, played by yeah. That I guess. The first thing that Olive says to it is like, "Aren't you gonna hit me or like kick me or all the other things you usually do?" Like, he's like, "No, because Santa's dead."
Santa's even dead. He's just taking a year off.
I like in this special that the existence of Santa Claus is not a question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no like moment.
Like
Yeah,
actively.
there's no. So many Christmas stories are like the conclusion is, well, you just have to believe, and I
Polar
just
Express.
believe with all my heart, and it's just like, This one is just like, nah. Like, nah, he's just real.
He's just a
He's
guy.
doing a press conference. He's canceling Christmas. Like,
Within the first 5 minutes, there's like Santa announces on the radio that he's canceling Christmas. It's like, oh, Santa's real in this universe. Okay, cool.
It is refreshing to not even have to deal with that.
Yeah.
it's just like, do we have to? Like, I mean, Santa delivers to everybody. They all know he's real. Like, do we have to deal with like, is he
just
real?
Santa's just like
Guy.
Taylor Swift in this one, where it's like, I'm canceling the Eras tour, and everyone fucking takes it out on their dog. Guess gonna have to deal with it with all of the other dancers. What? No, I gotta do that with I Am Olive, the other dancer, for the Eras tour. We do have to talk about some of these songs. There's not many. I think there's only like 5.
Yeah, there's only 5.
Not many of them are that good.
I like the opening number.
I love Valentine's Day and the 4th of July. I'm a little bit sad when Halloween has gone by. I'm thankful Thanksgiving comes around in the fall, but I've always loved Christmas, the best of them all. Every day special, I'm not complaining, but I'm always counting the days still remaining till Christmas.
I think it's really cute and very kind of storybooky.
They like the opening number too. They played it twice.
Yeah.
Yes, it is
Yeah.
cute both times. And Drew Barrymore actually has decent enough pitch. I never imagined her to be a singer, and I don't think this was like in the heavy auto-tune days. So I think it's just like, hey, she sounded good. It's charming. It gets you into like that put on your Sunday clothes feel and just curl up and don't pay attention to this. It'll keep the 5-year-old entertained. You can sit through it too, Dad. God damn it.
It's certainly fine. I think it's a little bit less like charming as like some of the Rankin Bass type music, but you know, it works.
Yeah.
No, but the animation's smoother than the Rankin Bass kind
Well,
of
the
look.
Rankin Bass, the uncanny animation makes the songs like mid-songs like more charming.
Yes.
Usually fine.
I think it's the orchestrations are actually quite good in
Yeah.
some of the Rankin Bass stuff.
Yeah. But we already talked about Christmas, Bob, Bug, and Hum. Well, you
So
don't
the
really need to
Robot Devil
reopen
song,
that.
Yes, we talked.
The Robot Devil song.
If you like the Robot Devil song from Futurama,
this
you will
song.
love this song.
We do have to talk about We're Not So Bad, performed by Michael Stipe of REM.
When you're this far north with no sunlight, sometimes tempers fray. Life's hard enough, and now Santa's flight. It's been an awful day. Employment in these latitudes depends on old Saint Nick. So forgive us if we all have attitudes. We're up a frozen creek. We're not so bad. We're not so bad. We're really sweet and funny. We're not so bad, except for that bunny. We're not so bad. We're not so bad. We're not so bad. When you walked in, may I be frank? Of course we were suspicious. It seemed you were playing a nasty prank. That's why we got malicious. But we're not so bad, we're not so fearful. Once you get to know us, we're downright cheerful. We're not so bad, we're not so bad, we're not so bad. Now that we know you, if you ever come again, we promise not to throw you. We're not so bad. We're not so bad. We're not so bad.
Andrew, I don't think we've had a reason to bring this up before. You are a big REM fan.
I like REM, yeah. This is not a good song, in my opinion.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. Michael Stipe shows up and sings one of the worst songs he's ever sung, I think. It's sad.
They sung a lot of weird songs.
It's not like horrendous, but you know, when I was first listening to it, I was like, why is he here? This is just weird. He just shows up and sings a song, and then is gone from the movie.
Yeah.
Or the TV show or whatever you're going to call it.
Blitzen's flightless cousin named
Uh,
Schnitzel.
Schnitzel, yeah.
His name's Schnitzel.
Rada.
Rada.
His voice is very recognizable. He has one of the most recognizable voices.
I had no idea who he was until right now.
Really?
Yeah, I don't recognize Michael Stipe's voice apparently very much because I was like, oh, that's Michael Stipe.
So I would always listen to the REM song like when I was a baby. The Happy Furry Monsters song that the
I
Muppets
love
sang
that
with
song.
REM. And that was my introduction to Michael Stipe. And that voice is forever in the back of my head. So as soon as I
to me because I don't think I've seen.
Is Happy Furry Monsters that they do that's Shiny Happy People, right?
Yes, it's shiny happy people, but furry happy monsters. Like, and it's like
Yeah.
they're doing it like a real music video. Furry happy monsters feeling glad.
Furry happy monsters laughing.
I actually really like this song.
Okay, this is cute.
I just remember this being on a Napster recording my mother made when I was a child, and I listened to this a ton.
Weird thing is, I recognize Michael Stipe when he's not playing a reindeer, but as soon as he's playing a reindeer, I just can't recognize him. I'm just like, oh, it's just a reindeer.
I think it's just really weird that he's here because
Yeah.
if the entire thing was done by REM, like it would feel like it makes more sense, but none of the other songs sound like an REM song or anything.
No.
Yeah, it's like a weird.
He just kind of
out-of-pocket song.
shows up.
I'm
I don't
pretty
know.
sure REM did the entire score to the Jim Carrey film Man on the Moon, which is a weird thing because that film's kind of trash,
I see
but the
what
score is
Jim and
pretty
Andy
good.
are.
If you believe.
They put a man on the moon, man on the moon.
You know, that actually
song's
would
great.
make sense that those lyrics are directly referencing Andy Kaufman. So.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
And-
REM did do the score for Man on the Moon.
That is one of the weirdest things, and I don't think I've done a score for any other film. The score to Man on the Moon is actually the one good thing about it, but sadly, you want to know? Okay. On my soapbox here.
Just get in your soapbox, man. I gotta do some research.
So the score to Man on the Moon is basically just like a harp plucking the ba-da-da-da, the beginning to the Man on the Moon like guitar riff, and that's it. Like it is just that throughout it. Whereas it's just like ba-da-da-da, but like anytime Andy has an idea and there's no score outside of that. So it literally the score consists of the song Man on the Moon played on a harp, and then they play Man on the Moon at the beginning and the end, and then at the in the credits they wrote an original song called The Other Side about Andy Kaufman being dead.
That's sad.
He Michael Stipe sang a song for Happiness, but he did not write it.
I can't.
You love that movie.
REM has done a score
Ancient
for
fans will remember this.
one movie because the rest
Is
of
it
their
Man on
credits
the Moon?
are REM music videos. So
Fair
that's all
enough.
I got.
Yeah, that is all the other reindeer, but that is our thoughts on that. How about we compare our thoughts to the real critics over on Letterboxd.com? It's time for previews, 1 star, 5 star. Liz, Andrew, we're going head to head and we're going speed round. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm so ready.
I am in all of the other reindeer super fan now, so I just,
I think I've actually
I've got
seen
the
it like
knowledge.
15 times over my childhood, so I think I can
Wow.
get this. I don't know.
Okay.
I watch it a
well,
lot
I
on
can,
TV.
I can compete. I'm like up there.
I'm
I
a
got like
fan.
one or two views.
Nice.
1.5.
1.5 views, just a half refresh review.
You know, I watched it on 2 times speed. It's like watching it for real.
I watch it with commercials.
You did?
And when I was a kid, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, Andrew, you ready?
Yeah.
Why is everyone so mean in this movie?
They are mean.
It's because it's The Simpsons.
It's true.
Yeah.
Geez, they seem distraught. 1 star.
That is correct. Liz,
I'm ready.
this movie has more war on Christmas rhetoric than on Fox News.
Oh, God. That's 5.
That is a 1. Andrew,
Yep.
forgot about this one.
Oh, no.
Bruh, I can't believe Olive said the N-word.
Wait, what?
What? What the hell?
I didn't make it up. It was there.
I mean, this person made it up.
This person
Yeah,
definitely
that
made
didn't
it up.
happen.
I've seen it.
Okay, well, to be clear, that does not happen in the TV
This is
special.
a lie.
And if it did, we would have mentioned it.
Yeah, what would have been the
Totally.
first thing we brought up? Yo, remember when Olive said the N-word? Bro, that was crazy.
Yeah,
It
we
was
would've
really
discussed
fucking
it.
racist. What the fuck?
I can't believe they got away with that.
Okay, fucking, I hate saying it, but this is a 5-star review.
That is a 1-star.
Ah, I really thought. Okay.
Liz,
I
the laws of breaking and entering as they pertain to Santa are unclear.
love that line. 5.
That is correct. Andrew,
Yeah.
the mailman in this suffers from the same fate as the guy from Tusk.
Oh my
does,
god,
he
it's
gets-
so right.
He gets
So-
transformed into a penguin.
And forced to live in a zoo.
Okay. 5 stars.
That is a 5-star.
Ah, nice.
Liz.
Yes.
No, you stupid flea! He said all of the other reindeer!
The flea. Is,
Damn, that's so true.
That's
Me when
enough.
I'm yelling at the screen
I
after
hate
watching
that flea
Dora.
so much. He's so fucking dumb. That is a 1.
That's a 5.
Damn it.
Does that flea ever show up again? I feel like he's in the opening scene, and then
Yeah,
there's
he
like a
sings-
mid scene.
He's at the end watching the TV coverage about Olive, like, flying and stuff, I think.
Correcting
okay,
the
okay.
penguin for being like, no, she is
She's
housebroken.
house trained. She don't pee in the house.
I wish she would. All right, Andrew.
Yeah.
Drew Barrymore was dating Tom Green when this was being made. Where was his cameo? 2 question marks.
You know, that's actually an interesting point. Tom Green should have shown up in this.
Tom Green
Should've
should have
played-
been the flea. Yeah.
Tom Green was actually big right at this time, wasn't he? Like this
Yes.
was the Tom Green era. So
Yeah.
1 star. 1 star.
That is correct. Liz,
Yes.
did Drew Barrymore name her daughter after this special? I have to know.
Do you remember has a daughter named Olive?
Olive, literally one daughter named Olive. Yeah,
A daughter named Olive? Oh, shit. 5 stars then.
that is correct.
Wait, Drew Barrymore actually named her daughter after this fucking special. That's crazy.
We don't have proof that she did after the special. Maybe she just liked the name.
It is a good name.
Olive
She
is
was
a cute
in the
name.
special though. The special came first, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Let me...
There's no universe where you can't tie those two together.
Yeah,
you know?
but this came out in 1999. So,
And her daughter wasn't born until like 2012.
Yeah.
What do you think she forgot? Oh jeez, it's been 10 years. I totally forgot about that special I was in. Erased from my memory. Subconsciously, no matter what, it was named after the special.
Honestly, I like that fiction better.
Yeah.
The daughter, 100%. Olive, I hate to break this to you, but you're the other reindeer. You are the
you
other
are the
reindeer.
other reindeer.
The other reindeer.
Follow us on Twitter, and yeah, I'm sorry,
We're
you're
only
the
like
other
11,
reindeer.
so you probably don't know who we are, but...
Or they might be our target audience.
God, I hope not.
God.
Andrew, last question.
Okay.
Parappa the Rapper ass animation.
Honestly, that is dead on. That is spot
I
on.
have to look that up, because I don't know.
That's actually no, like it's dead on. That is 100% what this looks like.
Yep, this person is right, now that I'm looking at it.
This letterbox person has better insight than we've ever had in our entire every episode of our show.
We have never said anything as correct as they have.
Okay, Jesus, but is that a positive or a negative though? That's the real
I mean,
question.
people like Parappa the Rapper.
Rapper?
Is Jess giving me a hint here, or is he being a dick?
He might be trying to trick you. Would that be the tagline for the letterbox game? Is just giving me a hint, or is he being a dick?
Holy shit.
All right, we're gonna go 1 star because I'm not trusting Jess.
That is correct.
I fucking knew it, you asshole.
And you have won
People
the Letterboxd
like
game.
Parappa the Rapper. I don't
People
know.
do like Parappa the Rapper.
I didn't know
Shut
who
the
it was
fuck
until I
up.
googled it.
People love Parappa the Rapper. Don't be like that, Andrew.
You are acting a little bit sussy right
You're a
now.
little sussy today, Jess.
Little sussy baka.
What is our overall thoughts on all of the other reindeer and our cheese ratings?
Oh god.
Andrew.
All of the Other Reindeer is honestly pretty fine. I'm surprised this doesn't get more play on TV now.
Same.
Yeah.
Like it's a little ugly, but like we play Rankin Bass shit on TV still.
Yeah.
So it hasn't stopped us before. And this is a perfectly functional TV special for Christmas. The bar for Christmas specials is exceedingly low, and this clears it by a lot, I would say. So, as far as a cheese rating, I'm going to give it a cheese cube on a stick with an olive. You know?
Cute.
Molto bene. Liz.
I really liked this as a kid, but like watching it now, I realize how kind of mid it is. It's like it's good, but it's not like great. Like there's nothing about it that stands out to me, but I enjoy it when it's on and when I'm watching it. It's cute. It's funny in weird spots. The robot devil's basically in it, as Andrew pointed out, and I didn't pick up immediately. So now it makes more sense why I like it. But I like this a lot. It's cute. Put it on if you're bored. It's less than an hour. Like, I like this a lot. For cheese rating, I'm gonna give it grocery store brand Cheez-Its because they're perfectly fine and you'll eat them, but you will never go seeking them out if you really want some Cheez-Its.
Yeah. I like all the other reindeer. I think it's really cute. I think it's truly a very cute Christmas special. I think Olive herself as a character, I just love her. Just want to take her home, give her a nice place to live, and feed her like a little dog food. Like the design alone just warms your heart. And then Drew Barrymore brings her to life. Yeah, she's a scab, but you know what? 1999, she was not a scab. So, so the only cheese rating I can give this is cottage cheese and mustard, a delicacy that Drew Barrymore tried on her show. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt you in the middle of the show, but we've got to chill at you. Andrew, tell us a little bit about Patreon and who's supporting us there.
Oh man, Patreon is where we can go, where you can go to give us money.
Me?
But also, you get a bunch of perks. There's a lot of cool perks, especially the ones where you can recommend episodes, because I know all of you guys have things that you want us to cover.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a good perk.
And you can join us on the show at a high perk too.
Yeah.
Well, that one's quite high, but
Oh yeah,
you know, if you're feeling it,
Yeah.
you know,
others
go
have
for
done it.
Mm-hmm.
Our current patrons are Melissa Goldman, Danielle Renix, Jess the Stampede, Ewan Cassidy, Monica Thoreau, Brent Black, Nathaniel Stacey Coombe, Joseph Evans Green, Mary Lou Choquette, John Vanals, Russ Walker, Musical Hell, Emily Gracie, Kyle Summers, Janae C., Scoot in the Technicolor Dreamcoat, Liz Lim, Nothing is Certain Except Beth and Taxes, Thesbian, Robert Benjamin, Jessica T., Mitchell Young, Chai Teacup, Chris Marcotte, Keisha Marie Anastasio, Trevi Joseph, Leela, RJ Noriga, Julia McLannon, Bjorn Hermans, Toriana Frazier, Sammy the Adequate Amount Jacobson, Angela, Kaylee Blazier, Cinemageddon Reviews, Villainous Miss, Sofina Ali, The Omega Geek, Paige Pearson, Maddie Wargle, Eliza Erdman, Anna Loskatova, Sarah Den Blaker, Evan Ball, Zachary Perez, Rora Marasso, Mara Forloin, Lisa L., Possessed Washing Machine, Nick Roten, Puffy Boy, Julia Hardy, Sydney Hicks, Annabelle, Billy Clifton, Andrew Wright, The Red Caboose Kaboom, Gold-Plated Kikimoro, Julia Baldersdaughter, Rex, and Jewel Brown.
They give us a little financial support that helps us keep the lights on here at Musicals of Cheese. If you would like to join them, request episodes, and do a lot of fun things, and get, like, very special episodes no one else gets, like commentaries on Glee episodes, tier lists, and more, come join us over at Patreon. Also, we do have some letters. Very nice letters that people have sent in on our email, musicaltheaterlives@gmail.com. Andrew, why don't you give these a read really quick, if you don't mind? These very, very nice letters that we got.
I only see one letter. I think you repeated it twice.
Oh my goodness. Read the first one. There should be a second one there.
All right. Are you guys really out there creating episodes about things you haven't actually seen or have only seen through bootlegs? That is a horrible thing to do. Shitting on people's work without seeing it. Watch however many bootlegs you want, but to rant about them to your audience is just shit.
You can make your own podcast.
I feel like we've been pretty positive in recent times. I don't know.
Yeah, this
what
is right
episode is
after
this
our
even
Book
about?
Thief episode, which I'm willing to bet they're referring to.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I was positive during that episode, so fuck you guys.
I called it extremely mid, so maybe that.
I was not a fan, but also I was just kind of bored, and if I remember that episode day, I was not on my A game and kind of miserable. We got another one here. Thank you for your very kind email. You know what? Podcast making, it's a free endeavor. You can do it. Make a better podcast than me, and don't look at any bootlegs.
Yeah. Enjoy losing thousands of dollars every week going to see Broadway shows.
Oh, yeah. You have to do that, because obviously you need to be doing that.
Yeah.
All right. Our next message. Don't you think this thing has run its course? There's only so many times you can guffaw stupidly, offer little insight, and do the most cringe bits.
This person doesn't
You know,
like
that's so
Columbo.
true. Straight up, though, like, you don't have to listen, actually.
Yeah,
You also don't have to send us a message.
Yeah, you could just turn off, unsubscribe. Like, we can't find you. But remember, this is from cumguzzle.com.
Yeah, this is from a Cumzel. I don't know if we should say that, though. That might be their personal site.
It is not. The website does not exist.
Oh, okay, you checked. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I checked. These are all... Both of these were sent from burner emails with fake names.
Okay.
So there's even a 50-50 shot that they're both the same person. Send us more emails. We love getting them.
Convince all of our fans to not like us anymore, and we will stop.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As long as there's one person that still likes us, we'll keep doing this.
Yep, and I count, so...
And so does Liz. So there's two right there. Well, we gotta talk about the most positive show in the world. Grandma got ran over by a reindeer. Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer. It was written by Jim Fisher and Jim Stahl. Based on Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer by Elmo Shropshire, with music and lyrics by Nathan Wang, Elmo Shropshire, and Rita Abrams and Randy Brooks. The special was released on home video in the October 2000 and then aired on the WB network on December 21st, 2000. That's my birthday, my 5th birthday. Starring Elmo Shropshire, Michelle Lee, Alex Duduk, Susan Blue, and Cam Clark. The plot of Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer, according to Letterboxd.com, is this heartwarming adventure features young Jake Spankenheimer on the quest of a lifetime to track down his missing grandma on Christmas Eve and prove that Santa Claus is real. So,
fucking Spankenheimer.
Why is their
that's like
name
a Star Kid-ass name.
Spankenheimer?
It literally
It is
that
such
that
a
is
Star Kid
absolutely
name.
Star Kid name.
It's horrendous.
Except for Star Kid would have done a joke with it eventually, though.
Yeah, they would have done like a spanking bit for most of it. It's like,
Yeah.
no, not even a joke here.
Yeah, there's no jokes. In fact, I'd say that this entire special has no jokes.
There is one joke, and it's one song, and we all know what that song is, and that's it.
The joke is on the
song.
audience.
They literally couldn't even wait 1 minute before playing the fucking song.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer, walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe.
I mean, you're here for... They don't like drag their feet and take you to the fireworks factory.
They know that they don't got anything else to offer.
The thing is, Elmo Shropshire, the gentleman that plays the grandfather, sings all these songs, wrote a lot of these songs. I'm 100% sure that he is not the one that wrote the original song. He's just the one that did the most famous cover of it.
It was not. Yes, Jess, you're correct. It was written by a man named Randy Brooks.
Yes.
And it was performed by Elmo and then his then wife Patsy at some point, which is the version is most played.
Yes, and that music video is pretty tongue-in-cheek. Have you ever watched the music video for The Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer?
Absolutely not.
I assumed the special was the music video, so I just...
No. Like, it's exactly what you expect it to be.
What the hell is this?
It's, like, very tongue-in-cheek. It is the, like, novelty song about a drunk grandma that got hit by a car. Like, it has its fans, and I get it. I get why people like that little music video. And
I think this is it's a fine song too. Yeah. Like, it's not like the song is like bad.
No,
the song's funny. It's about, but I think what I like about the song is it's very off color. Like, this song is basically explicitly about grandma being dead.
Yes,
like grandma drunk
dies
and got hit by a car.
Sure. I mean, I've always interpreted that she actually got killed by Santa, but it could be the other way too.
Yeah.
I do want to talk about Elmo Shropshire just a little bit more, because one hit wonder basically has a very distinctive voice, still alive at 87, if you'd believe it, and
I believe it.
He is known for being a long distance runner. In fact, in 2022 racing, he was first place in the mile and 5K in his age and the outdoor champion in Lexington, Kentucky. Like, he is known for being like a very well-renowned like cross-country runner.
And like, his most famous feat though is
Grandma got run
over by a reindeer.
Yes. I just wanted to point out, like, in his later life, he has now found healthy endeavors of being a high-speed runner in his near 90s.
That's impressive.
That's crazy.
That's very impressive.
And he's still collecting that fucking grandma got run over money too.
Yeah, it's still on the radio.
And a lot of these songs in this special were other novelty songs that he wrote. To kind of, like how the guy that did Monster Mash did like 50 other versions of Monster Mash.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing with these novelty singers though, especially from this like era. Like, the sequel songs suck.
Yeah. My favorite of the sequel songs is the It's Raining Men version, but now it's set on Christmas, and it's still raining men. It just happens to be Christmas.
Hi, we're your weather girl. And have we got holiday news for you? You better listen. This is an open letter to Mr. Santa Claus. From all single girls back home. All right. Bring me a man this Christmas.
But every song in this special, every one of them that is not Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer was his sequel song. Like, Grandma's Killer Fruit Cake was another kind of novelty song he wrote. Grandma's Spending Christmas with the Superstars and Grandpa's Gonna Sue the Pants Off of Santa. All sequel songs of Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer that predated this special.
I think if I had to pick the best one, it is Grandma's Spending Christmas with the Superstars.
Yes.
Mostly because it keeps the lore of Grandma is explicitly dead.
Well, that's the big thing that this movie kind of does away with. Andrew, why don't you tell us the plot of the special Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer?
Okay. So, I'm guessing everyone's heard the song.
Yes.
So, the story, they like to explicitly play off the song as much as they can. So, Grandpa plays cars with Cousin Mel. Cousin Mel is
a character.
Is a character. Like all that stuff kind of
she's
Andrew's got a crush on Cousin Mel.
Oh, yeah.
It's not me. It's Jess. Jess said so.
Yeah, I mean,
between her and the lawyer. The other character.
Her and the lawyer, my God.
Well, you had a crush on Slime? How dare you?
Yeah, look at her.
Gross, bro.
Look at her, man. I look at so many slime tutorials all day. Do you think I was going to be deterred by her name being slime?
Anyway, Andrew, the plot. I have the plot summary up too if you need help.
The plot.
Yeah, it's so complicated.
I think I've got it, you know? Grandma owns a store. It's a Christmas store. Maybe it's not a Christmas store. I think it's a Christmas store. It seems like it is. I don't know.
Is every store around Christmas just a Christmas store?
I don't fucking know. It seems like all she sells is Christmas stuff. Okay.
She had a goblin costume.
She did have a goblin
She
costume.
did, yeah.
That was weird.
That was weird.
There's a rich guy. The rich guy wants to buy the store because he's bought everything else. He's literally bought everything, and he wants to buy the store so that he can make mechanical Santas. This never becomes a plot point. It doesn't ever come up again. Who cares?
No, he is the main. No. He is the main ticking clock. But
No,
he's one of the
he
good
is.
capitalists.
The mechanical Santa aspect of it is just, they bring it up and they're like, this is going to be the headquarters for our mechanical Santa fleet. And it's going to put Santa out of business. And then it never comes up again.
But
and
then there's
no one gives
another
a shit.
scene where he's like, I hope Grandma's alive so Cousin Mel doesn't sell the store so I can make my mechanical Santas. It's like, what the fuck's your motivation?
He doesn't have a motivation. His motivation is he has a lot of money, and we don't want to
his
make.
last name is literally Bucks, so like.
Yeah, it's like Daddy Warbucks. All right,
Daddy Warbucks,
Cousin
yeah.
Mel. Cousin Mel works at the store. Cousin Mel wants to sell the store. Cousin Mel is the actual bad guy.
Yeah.
She is just greedy, and that's about it. She doesn't give a fuck about Grandma at all. Jess likes her because she's got perky boobs.
I did not say anything of the sort. Don't you put...
Oh,
just hear
come
me
on,
out.
don't fucking
Just
lie
hear
to
me
me.
out.
Yeah, hear you
An
out, hear
emoji
you
can
out.
say
Okay.
1,000 words.
Just hear me out.
Yeah, I'm hearing you out
You've
all
seen
right.
the messages.
The southern accent and ambition, really, you know?
Also, she has a southern accent and like nobody else does. I don't understand.
Grandma kind of does. Grandma kind of does.
Okay.
Not really.
There's the little boy. The little boy character is like the main character. He loves
Jake Spankenhammer.
Jake
Spankenhammer.
spanks an offer. He
Especially to Cousin Mel.
he loves Grandma and he loves the store and he loves Christmas and blah 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 blah, and you get it. Grandma eventually dies in a horrific Santa's sleigh accident.
Just like in the Santa Claus.
The little kid and Grandpa sees it and no one else believes them. And no one is concerned about what happened to Grandma. They go out in the morning and find her and she's not there. Just her stuff is there, and frankly,
The cops
everyone
from Fargo
seems
show up.
Yeah.
everyone seems incredibly unconcerned with what happened to Grandma. But they do all start dressing in black, so I guess they accept that she's dead. Grandpa seems to accept she's dead because he sings a song about it. Cousin Mel gets Grandpa to sign paperwork that makes her
Power of attorney.
legally power of attorney. And so Mel and her lawyer go to sell the store to Mr. Bucks. But then Grandma comes back because Jake writes a letter to Santa that has
An
a
email,
picture
not
of
a
Grandma.
letter.
Oh, an email. He emails. This is actually important because
Yeah.
the email. There's like an elf that checks the emails, and he's like a main character.
Yeah. Yeah.
He looks like Stanley Tucci if he was an
He
elf.
does. He looks like Sandra with a little bit of hair.
Oh boy. Okay, we can keep going.
Yeah.
He sends an email with a picture of Grandma, and Grandma's at the North Pole with amnesia because of course she fucking is. This is the laziest fucking plot ever. So of course she has fucking amnesia. Grandma gets brought back, and her fruitcake brings back her memory, but they are like, no, you can't fucking whatever. So they kidnap her. Wait, the
That was
fruitcake
the
comes
exact
later.
lines.
I went backwards.
It's confusing.
It's fine. She gets kidnapped by Mel and the lawyer because they don't want her to be back because they need to sell the store before she gets back. So they kidnap her and put her in a fucking cabin somewhere. But then she escapes with the help of the elf that checks emails and Jake.
And the dog.
And
And the dog.
I forgot there was a dog. There's a dog too.
The dog's name is Doofus.
Doofus the dog helps her escape, and she eats her fruitcake, and that helps her remember that she exists.
Deus Ex fruitcake
Deus
enough.
Ex fruitcake.
Yeah, and then then she shows up and stops them from selling the thing. And they figure out that Santa didn't kidnap her, because that was a plot point too. They thought that Santa kidnapped her.
Santa was going to go to prison.
Santa was gonna go to jail.
Santa
for
was going to go to
kidnapping.
jail. It was like Miracle of 34th Street, but he was going to go to jail for kidnapping, but then they figure out that he couldn't have done it because Mel's fruitcake was Belle poisoned Grandma's fruitcake on the night that she got hit by the reindeer, and it was reindeer nip, and the reindeer had to go to the fruitcake and it killed Grandma. And then it ends.
My reindeer again because of the stupid reindeer nip, and then she gets amnesia again, probably off screen.
She gets a concussion and then brain bleeds and then dies
And
tragically.
Did that make sense? Did I make any sense talking about the plot?
You did it correctly, and you made no sense. So good job.
Yeah. It makes just as much sense as the special itself, you know?
They were desperately trying to string together a plot from literally fucking nothing, and they failed.
A song.
I also do want to point out that Santa was in court for leaving the scene of an accident and slahicular negligence.
You know what? I think he probably should go to prison.
Probably, yeah.
He did hit and run.
So the real thing here is like the reason he gets off is because the reindeer like couldn't resist the reindeer nip
Laced
fruitcake.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? Control your fucking reindeer.
Also, like,
I
was trying to make the town sick with the fucking up with the fruitcake recipe, and like, how the fuck was reindeer nip gonna fuck with people? And what was she putting in? What was she intending to put in? What the fuck?
It's complete nonsense.
It should have been laxatives
Complete
or something.
nonsense.
Like, come on.
Complete garbage. And it sucks. It really wasn't good. This is the bad one.
This is the
bad one.
It's really bad.
But Andrew, is the animation good?
No. The animation looks like a cheap Saturday morning cartoon from the 80s. And that's what it looks like. Yeah. And this was made like 20 years after that, so.
I will say there are a couple jokes that make me chuckle.
There's not like nothing in it that's good.
No, I think the humor works for me more often than not.
Yeah.
I like that Grandpa is just so fucking chill about the fact that his wife is dead.
And like she goes back at the curb and then she's like, "Oh, Grandma, you're back." And it's like she's been missing for over 6 months at this point. I'm pretty sure. Like, come on, man, that's your wife.
I think it's been like a full year.
Yeah, I know it's been a year. Yeah, you're right. Like, come on, it's your fucking wife.
She dies on Christmas and then comes back the next Christmas. Like she is dead
Jesus?
for a year.
I'm kidding.
Jesus only took 3 days.
Yeah, Grandma needed more cooking.
Grandma died for your sins.
Grandma died for her sins.
Died for Santa's sins. Like literally my favorite part is like the little boy's freaking out like Grandma got ran over by a reindeer, and he's like freaking out to the parents and they're just gaslighting him like, no, you're stupid kid. Grandpa, aren't you right? And Grandpa's
it's
just
so
like
fucked because the grandpa is like, yeah, I saw that too. And then they don't go check.
Yeah.
They call the police and the police gaslight him too.
They call the police and have the police come to she didn't get hit like on the way back to her house or something. She got hit on the sidewalk right outside their front door. They could have just walked out the front door and seen this. It's so fucking stupid.
Wouldn't they have heard the accident outside of the house? Like, what the hell? Like, come
They've
on.
been drinking too much eggnog.
Only she was drinking too much eggnog. The rest of the family wasn't. Like, they were
No, because
sober.
the dad on the 911 call was asked, have you been drinking eggnog? And he's like, yes, we've been drinking eggnog. And then they hang up on him.
Oh my god.
And then they just do the scene. So, like, Cousin Mel is, like, this explicitly evil character in everything, but then she's playing cards with Grandpa because that's in the song. That's in the song, so they have to do it.
I mean, what else is she supposed to do? Like, Grandma's dead.
Yeah, but
she's just
before Grandma's even dead in front of her, she's like, Grandma, you need to be a capitalistic motherfucker. And Cousin Mel's like, no. Like, whatever. This thing's confusing.
Yeah, but then, Bucks goes goblin mode. I don't know.
I don't know.
All right, let's talk about the songs.
Yeah, the songs. Let's get to the songs.
Yeah, let's talk about some
Grandma
of the
got run
songs.
over by a reindeer. That's the best one.
I love Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer. I love specifically in this special how the dialogue in the special is just repeating what is happening in the song, where it's very much like, they were drinking too much eggnog. You've been drinking too much eggnog, and we begged her not to go. Please don't go, we're begging. But she forgot her medication. I forgot my medication.
It's literally the laziest thing. Like, and there was no reason to do it. It was basically just like we think the audience is really stupid. So like we're gonna have our special repeat the lyrics so that you know that we're doing the thing.
Also, this is the second time we've seen Grandma be hit by the reindeer at this point. We saw it in the opening, and then we're seeing it again, like less than 5 minutes in. Like,
and they play the song both times.
I am curious, did either of you recognize Grandma's voice from another thing? Her name is Susan Blue, and I know you both are horror film fans. She was the actress portraying Mrs. Shepherd in Friday the 13th, The New Blood.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
I've not seen that one.
I have not seen
Yeah,
that.
That's the one with the telekinesis.
I've
Yeah, I
only
haven't
seen
seen
the
it.
first one, Jason X and the remake. So
Jeez Louise,
I will
I thought
play a
y'all
clip,
were
though.
horror films.
I'll put yeah. I'm
She
a
does
fan.
get
I
murdered
don't
in that
like bad
movie.
ones.
I'm a Freddy gal, so I prefer Freddy over the two of them.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely prefer Freddy, but I did watch that one, and I do remember she gets stabbed. She is also a lesbian icon and currently living with her wife, and does a pretty decent job with the voice work here.
Hell
We have to talk about Grandpa's Gonna Sue the Pants Off of Santa, which has since become a meme song.
According to Wikipedia.
Grandpa's gonna sue the pants off of Santa. That's what Grandpa's gonna do. Woo-hoo! Grandpa's gonna sue the pants off of Santa, 'cause Grandma would have wanted him to. Woo! Grandpa's gonna sue the pants off of Santa. He knows the law is on his side. Grandpa's gonna sue the pants off of Santa. Santa's going for a ride. Oh, Lord.
I remember it going around.
Is this the fucking that one that you know?
The big-lipped alligator moment, you mean? As a
The one
nostalgia
where
critic
they
would call?
randomly just show up in like Hawaiian garb or
Yes,
whatever
yes, it's that
whatever
one.
culture they're supposed to be
I don't
mocking. I don't
know.
even know which one.
I don't know who I'm offended for, but I'm offended.
The problem is, that's not even how the original song sounded.
Wait, they changed
They
it
changed
to make
the
it.
song?
Here's how it was originally sounded.
Grandpa's gonna sue the pants off of Santa. That's what Grandpa's gonna do. Grandpa's gonna sue the pants off of Santa, 'cause Grandma would have wanted him to. Grandpa's gonna sue the pants off of Santa. He knows the law is on his side. Grandpa's gonna sue the pants off of Santa. Santa's going for a ride.
It feels more like a Jimmy Buffett song here, and there it feels like I should be put on a list. My favorite part is when Slime just chimes in with "No pantalones." 10 out of 10 song.
This really is just horrendous.
It's so,
when this
so
happened, I was just like, I got the worst case of secondhand embarrassment. I was like, this was on television.
Yeah.
People got paid to make this.
They did.
Did I just see a Truman Show Nostalgia Critic
Are
episode?
you kidding? Wait, scroll back down your recommended video. Okay.
And we're done there.
I'm sorry, I must look into this during our discussion.
Andrew, you're going to want to talk about Grandma spending Christmas with the superstars. The one where hashtag Grandma's confirmed dead and hanging out with Elvis.
Grandma spending Christmas with the superstars since that reindeer ran her down that fateful night. Grandma's hanging out with all those late great stars for the heavenliest Christmas of her life. She's standing under the mistletoe with Elvis. He's been consoling her because she's missing Gramps. Then Elvis offers her the keys to a new Cadillac. Well, and a couple of sheets of Elvis postage stamps.
So this is where we get a confirmation that Grandpa actually definitely does think that Grandma is dead and does not give a shit.
How about the transition into the song? Do you recall
I
that,
wanted to
Andrew?
talk
Oh my
about that.
god, I
The
want to
transition
talk
is
about this too. It's so good.
horrendous. So bad. It's like they couldn't figure out how to transition into it, so they just were like, I don't even remember exactly how it was done. It was
Mel
like,
and Grandpa are playing cards.
yes.
And then
No, they're out to dinner at the
they're
Space
at
Needle.
dinner.
They're out to dinner, and Mel's trying to get her to sign the get him to sign the legal contract, so he's in control of the money in the store. And then Mel's like, "Hey, do you want to sign this?" And he's like, "Nah, I'd rather just go sing." And that's literally what he says. And then he walks off screen, and then the song starts, and it's less than 2 minutes, and then it's over, and then he signs the document anyway.
It's
wonderful.
It's
They
amazing.
couldn't figure out where to put it, so they were just like,
I was gonna sing.
well, Grandpa's in this scene, so what if we put it there?
Yeah.
It's plot relevant then.
It's not real. I guess it confirms he thinks she's dead, so it makes sense why he's signing the document if you want to go that route, but I'm not going to. So
I feel like that's giving it too much credit.
yeah, exactly.
Honestly.
I'm not going that route. I went to film school, so I'm instinctually want to give things credit, but this one doesn't deserve anything.
Last song I guess we got to talk about is Grandma's Killer Fruitcake, which is also, there's like a little bit of like the TikTok doesn't quite, lack of attention span, where the songs last maybe 45 seconds when they pop up.
Yeah, it's not good.
The holidays were upon us and things were going fine, till the day I heard the doorbell and a chill ran up my spine. I grabbed the wife and children as the postman wheeled it in. My yearly Christmas nightmare has just come back again. It was harder than the head of Uncle Bucky. Every ass serving a preacher lucky. One's enough to give the whole state of Kentucky a great big belly ache. It was denser than a drove barnyard turkeys, tougher than a truckload of all beef jerky, drier than a drought in Albuquerque. Grandma's Killer Fruitcake.
Except for the main song this special's named after. We have to hear most of it.
Yeah. Everything else is like, but even then it's like truncated into small sections outside of that.
Look, they knew they had one good song, and they really ran with that, you know?
You're not wrong. But you know what? Maybe we are wrong, and we have to compare our opinions to the real critics over on Letterboxd.com. It's time for reviews. 1 star, 5 star.
Are there any horny ones?
I don't remember.
Okay,
we'll find
great.
out together.
Awesome.
Liz and Andrew. I don't have to explain. We played it in the first act. All right. Liz, you go first.
Okay.
Guess what happens?
That's it?
Yep.
God damn, that's so nebulous. 1.
That is correct. I think it's going like, based on the title, guess what happens?
Oh, got it. The title
Grandma gets run over by a reindeer.
title gives away the game. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Andrew, you ready?
Yeah.
I was too young to remember Kentucky's great big bellyache of 2000, but my family described the winter of that year as one of the worst of record. The stores were empty, riots flooded the streets, people resorted to eating their pets just to survive. Kentucky was never the same since. Never forget.
5 stars.
That is correct.
Did someone just mix up their blog and letterbox and like?
Well, no, there's a line about Kentucky. The fruitcake could give the state of Kentucky a great big bellyache.
Oh yeah,
and
you're right.
they took that
You're
and
right.
ran with it.
I
10
blanked
out of
that
10.
song out clearly.
Andrew played a clip earlier, and we all will have known it.
Well, I'll know that. Yep.
All right, Liz.
Yes.
We're going back in time to 2000 and to get Grandma off the menu. That's right. We're going back in time to 2000 to get Grandma off the menu.
1.
That's a 5. Andrew.
Okay.
Not a fan of Cousin Mel.
Damn. You don't think she's banging? Fuck me. Fucking 1 star.
Yes. Andrew is not in the Christmas spirit.
No, he let the Christmas in, but it's not absorbing in his body.
It just bounces off of him like bubbles.
Yeah.
Liz.
I'm ready.
I can't believe that Santa fucking killed Grandma.
I mean, yeah, he committed manslaughter, so...
Slahicular manslaughter.
Slahicular manslaughter, according to the movie's
That's
logic.
if we think it's unintentional.
Yeah. Also, I also just quickly want to point out that Mel and the lawyer are arrested for obstructing a case with the tampering with evidence and nearly ruining Christmas, which is apparently a legal thing in Cityville.
Andrew, didn't you get convicted of that once?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but there was no punishment.
I was just masturbating in the mall.
Okay.
I pee-weed Christmas. I'm sorry.
Jess, read that review one more time.
I can't believe that Santa fucking killed Grandma.
Okay, there we go. That's 5.
That is a 1 star.
Damn it.
Andrew.
Grandma can get it, though.
Of course they're horny for Grandma. Jesus Christ.
5 stars.
That is a 1 star. Liz.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm never good with the horny ones.
You can never gauge the horny ones.
This movie is so stupid, and I love it.
Ooh, you might be being a dick right now and trying to trick me.
I'm never being a dick.
1.
That is a 5. Andrew.
Damn it!
Yep.
Terrible. I can't wait to watch it annually. Heart.
5 stars.
1.
Damn it.
Liz.
Yes.
What kind of name is Spankenheimer? Lol.
I mean, it's a good question. This is a solid question. 5.
That is a 1. And Andrew, you've won the
Okay.
game, but you're getting one more anyways.
All right.
Only here for Cousin Mel.
This one's a 5.
That is correct. And Andrew, you have won the Letterboxd game. Congratulations.
Congrats,
and
sir.
Merry Christmas. I hope it feels good.
Now that I write them, I'm now
feels
bad
great.
at them. It's weird.
Yeah. And now that I'm actually looking at the dates, this is posting on my birthday. So, happy birthday to me on the day this comes out.
Happy
Everyone
future
go
Jess birthday.
Everyone go on my Twitter and tell me to fuck off.
No, say nice things about Jess on his Twitter.
What is our overall thoughts on Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer and our cheese ratings? Andrew.
All right. So Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer is like if you got a D-tier animation studio to make a Christmas special that was written by the guy that recorded Disco Duck. I don't have anything else to say. That was it. So my cheese rating is a cheesecake that has reindeer nip in it.
Great effort there, Andrew. 10 out of 10. Liz, how about you?
This movie sucks. The plot is way too complicated for something that should be very simple and to the point, and they threw amnesia in there for no fucking reason. But Cousin Mel can get it, I guess. Sure, I'll do that for the internet. Cousin Mel can get it. I'm gonna give this a fruit cake with American cheese chunks in it, because it's confused.
I'm just sorry. I don't mean to do this in the middle of this. I went to look up Cousin Mel for my cheese rating just for fun, and then I stumbled on the villains wiki of Cousin Mel, which is much longer than it needs to be. Like, it's at least 5 paragraphs too long. But under trivia, here's just a piece of trivia. Even though the TV special wasn't fairly received by critics, some viewers considered Cousin Mel to be one of the saving graces due to her attractive appearance.
God fucking damn it,
Damn
dude.
it, internet!
Fucking horny fuckers.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. The special's weird. I kind of liked it though. I kind of enjoyed watching it. I will probably watch if it was on TV. I'd probably turn it on for the meme. Like I'm not gonna claim to be better than this. And I think everyone
As I said before, the bar for Christmas specials is incredibly low.
It is,
and this is one of the only specials that doesn't clear it.
Yeah, yeah. I
mean, it's better than 8 Crazy Nights.
I mean, yeah, but like my butt is better than 8 Crazy Nights. Like, come on.
The only reason it's better than 8 Crazy Nights is because there's no like reindeers licking up shit in it.
Or any like racist caricatures. Like, there's a very low bar here.
The bar is so low.
Like, there's no Whitey here. There's no annoying voice. Like, it's just bad.
And we get Cousin Mel.
Yeah.
Come on. So I am giving it Hoja Santa goat cheese because it has the name Santa in it.
I love how Jess actually tried, and Andrew and I are just throwing cheese into random products.
I gave as much effort as they gave making this. So.
I don't think that's fair.
Oh, you're right. I gave slightly more effort than
I
they
gave no effort. Do you want me to do another cheese? Do you want me to do a different cheese rating? I can do that.
Wow, we really put the effort in to make this Christmas special.
Do you want me to do another one? I'm
you
willing
can't
to change.
spell effort without fart.
Nah.
Damn right. Sorry, Juliet. I'm sure
else?
my logs with my cheese ratings are weird. So.
You know who else definitely farts, though?
Our patrons?
Our wonderful patrons, Gassy Gusses Ahoy. Thank you guys for listening. Please follow us on iTunes and Spotify at Musicals with Cheese. We're on Twitter at Cheesy Musicals, Patreon at Musicals with Cheese, Instagram Musicals with Cheese. You want to pick a better Christmas musical for us? Just go on our Patreon. Pick our show. You can decide what we cover on this show if you don't like our choices. Our YouTube page, Musicals with Cheese, Patreon-only podcast, Patreon with Cheese. Email us at musicaltheaterlives@gmail.com. People are using that, and they're sending such nice things. You should join them and send such lovely emails. Our keeper of the cheese is Juliet Antonio. Thank you for doing that, Juliet. I love you very much. And we'll be talking to you soon for our end of the year recap. It probably is coming right after this. That's exciting. This show is edited by Andrew DeWolf, and he's doing a fantabulous job, and I love him very much. Our themes are created by Robyn, Nash, VIOU Music. Thank you to the Broadway Podcast Network for having us on the platform and for not kicking us off, for trying to sue the pants off of Santa. All right. Anything else we have left to say?
Have a Merry Christmas.
Have a happy holiday. Have a happy and safe holiday.
Kiss your dad right on the mouth.
Please don't do that.
You kiss your dad on the mouth.
Hit your kids.
You kiss your dad with that mouth.
All right. What else can we say?
There might be some YouTube content coming in the music.
And a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Take care of that.
Grandma got ran over by a reindeer.
Santa.
Walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Grandpa, but as for me and Santa, I believed.
Grandpa's gonna
sue the pants off of Santa.
No pantalones.
Right, sing one from all of the other reindeer.
Oh, fuck. I don't remember any of those songs.
Cigars are evil. They won't miss them.
We find ways to simulate that smell.
There must be robots worse than I. No, I've checked and you're the worst.
How do you remember the worst of the Robot Devil song?
I don't. It was just in there. I pulled it out and somehow they were there.
You're in Robot Hell.
And that's what they will do in level 2. Go watch Futurama, kids.
Yeah, just watch Futurama.